Hi guys, my name is Harry Sykes and I'm an equestrian videographer. So for the last 6 months I've decided to take what I've learned from doing sort of videography within sport and fitness and apply that a lot more to do with horses and the equestrian industry. Over the past sort of year or so I've decided that focusing on the horses it's given me a lot more freedom with what I want to do, and it means that I'm able to really sort of get into it, spend a lot more time doing it, and I really just enjoy doing it. I've been doing plenty of videos, including sort of sponsorship videos, promotion videos for companies, and also horse sales videos. So today I'm just going to focus on the latter one, the horse sales video. So today I'm going to show you guys 5 tips on how you can make the best sales videos for your horses to be able to post on social media and hopefully get the best reaction, which really should end up meaning you're going to get more inquiries about the horse, so hopefully you're able to then get the best price for the horse. So just sit back, relax, and if you're looking to, if you've got horses you want to sell, definitely check out this video, and if you like it, hit that thumbs up and I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. So number 1 is going to be camera angles. Now this sounds really simple, but the camera angles is actually really important. I mean, the amount of horse sales videos I've seen where you've just got one angle of a horse jumping the same fence and it's just raised by a couple of holes every time, for a viewer it's just pointless really, and you're not really learning anything about the horse, you're not really seeing what it can do from every angle, you're just seeing it from one perspective, and you're just seeing it jump a couple of holes bigger. Okay, so for example, if you've got site 1, site 2, site 3 and site 4 in the arena, for example, when you're doing a video, and each of these sites are going to be different angles and different positions for you to take your video. Now, not a single one of these is a better position than the others, but what it does mean is you're just having that variety. So you're getting all these different perspectives, different angles of the horse doing whatever you want it to be doing. So if it's doing the flat work, the jumping, or anything like that, having these different angles, and it just creates a much more interesting video for the viewer. So definitely these 4 angles that I'm obviously showing you guys now, try and replicate these in your arena when you're doing the videos. Try to make sure that you're sort of including the different types of shots, so having low angles, higher angles. If you've got sort of a bank, try and get a bit more of an overview of the horse. Again, these are really good opening shots, so when you start your video, having a generic video of the horse sort of doing some flat work or anything in the arena from a higher angle is a really good way to start your videos. This just creates a much more interesting video for the viewer and means you're going to get a lot more people that are going to want to watch until the end. And again, hopefully that means you're going to get a few more people inquiring about the horse. So tip number 1, which is really important, is going to be just make sure you're getting the right angles, and also the other thing is just lighting. So make sure, for example, if it's sunny, you're not filming looking into the sun, because it sounds stupid, but again, the amount of videos where you're looking at just a blank sort of a silhouette of a horse, sort of doing some flat work, you're just thinking, I can't really see what's happening. So one of the first things you guys need to really think about when you're doing the videos is just really simple short shots. Again, this is all just being done on your phone or anything like that. It's just of the horse. You can use a tripod if you're on your own, but again, it's always much better when you're trying to film with someone else. So I'd always recommend you try and buddy up with someone, or your parents, your friends, or anything like that, and get them just to help out and get some different angles and different shots of your horse. Okay, so tip number 2 is going to be getting the horse doing different situations, doing different things in the video. So for example, don't just have it, for example, yes, if you do dressage, then you want to be able to see it doing its 3 paces, making sure that you're getting nice clear shots of that. But for example, people want to know how good the horse is to clip, how good is it to hack, is it good at hacking in a group, is it good at hacking on its own. Now these are really things that you don't have to have lots of it in the video, just a 2-3 second clip of it being shod. It does make a big difference. And again, if you're out hacking, just have someone on the floor just to film, again, 3, 4, 5 seconds of the horse hacking, and it just shows people, the horse is safe to hack or to clip or anything like that. This just really helps, again, make the video more interesting. It's not so boring, and you're not just looking at the horse trotting around in circles. So definitely tip number 2, make sure that you're getting the horse doing different things in different situations, and just show how versatile that horse is. Okay, so tip number 3, which again, many people do, but possibly don't do it in quite the right way. In your videos, you want to be trying to include any sort of breeding or any performance history, so how it's done in the past of previous shows, or how the breeding it's had, the sire, the dam sire, all the rest of it. These are things that you don't have to have a complete 20-second clip of just that. You can overlay this in between any shots. You know, if you're doing some flat work or you're about to start jumping, just have the breeding just at the bottom, or even you can have it so it's permanently left on the screen. You can just have it in the bottom left hand corner, in the middle, or anything like that, just sort of slightly out of the way where people are just reminded about it. Now obviously if you're not particularly impressed by horse breeding, or you don't think that's a big selling point, then of course you don't necessarily need to include it. But just especially if you're asking for those bigger prices, make sure you're getting a good quality video, and including the performance history and its breeding is quite important. So tip number 3 is just to try and get an overlay at least of the horse's breeding and the performance history. Tip number 4, again, really important, is do not make the video too long. You don't want a video of a horse for 4 or 5 minutes, because people just aren't going to watch it. You want to have it, anything between a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, that's sort of where you want to be. Anything more than that, you're going to lose a lot of interest, and it's very difficult to keep people interested and get those people inquiring about the horse. So anything between a minute and 2 minutes is the sweet spot. Again, if you're getting all the plenty different shots, then you'll easily be able to cover that. And again, making sure those shots are short enough that you're not going to be having a really long video is important as well. So for each angle, again, 2-3 seconds, and before you know it, you've filled sort of a good minute and a half video. Again, the more you want to include about the horse, the longer the video is going to be, the shorter the clips you need to have. But again, it just depends on you, your horse, and sort of the budget that you have when you're trying to sell the horse as well. So again, tip number 4, just make sure that you're not having the video too long. Anything between a minute and 2 minutes is perfect. Okay, and our final tip number 5, is going to be make sure you get the right music to your videos. Everyone really likes the pop music. Obviously, everyone likes listening to it, so therefore having it in a video makes sense. You're right, but the thing is, obviously copyright is a massive thing at the moment, and Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they're red hot on it. So if you post a video and it's just got your favourite song in it, they're just going to take the video down. It's just going to be a waste of time, or they're going to mute the video, and it just makes the video very, very boring. So what you want to do is you want to have some music which is sort of copyright free. Again, some of this music, it can sound slightly dull and boring when you first listen to it, but occasionally, again, you can get the right pieces, and so you can get them for free as well. Obviously, if you're asking for a good budget and you're asking for a lot of money for a horse, it's probably worth investing in that better music to therefore obviously hopefully get a bit more inquiries about the horse. There's plenty of sites out there. You can just type in copyright free music into Google, and there's loads on there, and again, most of it is free. But if you're wanting a bit better quality music, then there's a site called Epidemic Sound, which is the one I use personally, and it is really, really good. You get a free trial with that, and then obviously you pay monthly afterwards, but the music in there is really, really good, and it just means it's going to make your music nice and interesting. The music you do use, make sure it's not, you don't want rock music unless you sort of want that vibe. No, I don't really know, but and obviously you want it to not be too slow and too boring, but again, just not too fast. So it's a difficult balance, but try and have something in the background. You don't want the music too loud because it's going to distract people from the actual video. So you want to make sure the music's sort of, between a 10, 15, 20% volume so that people can actually enjoy watching the video of the horses. Also, do not cut out any of the sound on the clips. So you want the horse, for example, if it's cantering around in a circle and it's breathing, you can hear it sort of panting coming into the fence. Keep that in there because it just creates a bit more interesting video. So don't completely cut out all the sound and just have music, because otherwise people don't really see it as being authentic. So try and keep those natural sounds, birds and all the rest of it, just try and keep them in there, just have the music in the background. Okay guys, so that is my 5 tips. I hope you guys have actually learned something from that, and hopefully it means you guys can apply it when you're doing videos. You don't need to have any sort of big fancy videos, but just these small things, and it's not going to cost a lot to do. Obviously you can just do this on your smartphone, that's it. And editing, you can just do it in a simple editing thing where you just sort of cut a video and put it together. You don't need to have all these editing skills. So if you're not feeling particularly confident about doing it, you can always get a professional like myself to do a video for you to help with the sales of horses. But hopefully with these 5 tips you guys should be able to do this all on your own, and it'll save you a bit of money as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll probably see you guys in the next video. Bye.